So I believe that, if everybody say it can't get done, I'm like, yes it can, why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not gonna promote them. All this, mom, dad, I'm gonna look you in your face and say this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down, but I'm not gonna take them to the next grade knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay?
For booking, please visit
if you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Eating. It was productive. It was exciting. They will never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Good morning, everyone. This is Sean Hurt, your school turnaround specialist, with my Saturday morning podcast, and we have another good one on this morning. How to keep the main thing in education as a school leader. So come on in and hit that share button. I want all of my Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube friends. Come on in. I want educators from all around the world. You have to get this one. So give me 1 minute, and I need to know where you're coming from. Just give me some love. Say, Hurt, this is where I'm coming from. So come on in, hit that share button, and let me know where you're coming from. This is going to be another good one on this morning. And make sure you get that pen and paper out. I am excited regarding this one. Good morning, Ms. Stevens. Good morning, Ms. Gaskins. Ms. Gaskins in the house. Good morning, Mr. Hicks. Good morning. Come on in. I need you to hit that share button, and we're going to make this big. We're going to make this excellent. We're going to go to a whole nother level. So give me a few seconds as I get all my people to come in, as I get all of my folks to come in. Good morning, Dr. Jeter. Good morning, Principal Kafele. Good morning to everybody. Give me just a few seconds. And yes, hopefully you guys like my new background. I'm doing something different. It's this new school year. I'm taking my game to a whole nother level. So I got new virtual background, new camera. I'm trying to listen. It's time to grow. It's time to do all these things that we know that we need to do. So I'm just excited regarding that. So just give me a few more seconds. I got all these computers going. So if I go over to another situation, just support me. Just give me a few seconds as we get all of my friends, all of my Facebook friends and LinkedIn folks and all y'all folks in. So I want to make sure everybody is good. Good morning, Ms. Wilson. Good morning, Ms. Perkins. Good morning, Ms. Cherry. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ms. Gray. All right. Hold on for 1 second. Let's go ahead and this. Okay, all right. I think we're good. Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Graves, Ms. Gaskins. Level up. Yes. I'm glad that Dr. Judy, you're home. I was thinking about you morning. I'm glad that you're home. So come on in, hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. I want you to hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. We're gonna make this big. Just give me 1 second as I fix a few things, and we'll go ahead and get going. Just go on. Hold on 1 second. All right. Cool. 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 Okay. Yep, we're good. All right. Let me make this bit. Yep, we're good. All right. So good morning once again. It's Sean Hurt, School Turnaround Specialist with my Saturday morning podcast. And we're going to talk about how to keep the main thing in the education as a school leader. Once again, we call ourselves the Fantastic Four. Health at 10, creating education, two doctors at 10:30. And we got Josh Carver and Dr. Packer on Sunday at 7 o'clock. Also, Fantastic Four. We give out free PD. We're just going to the next level. I am excited. I'm pumped up on this one. We're talking about keeping the main thing. But before I jump into that, I want to go over a couple of housekeeping notes as I jump into that. Is that this Friday I will be in Texas. I will be in Texas with Dr. Lori Stein and the Bandera ISD. I'm doing a full day PD. I am excited regarding that. I have all the principals and leadership team, and I am bringing it. I have a whole bunch of new things to bring it to you guys, and we're going to take your school achievement to the next level. You know how we do it. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna be in Texas. All of my Texas folks, hey, I will be over by you. I'll be spending a couple of days with the school, and I'm loving it. So I'm excited regarding that. Also, this week I did a virtual professional development with Principal Stanbrook and the Lawrence staff, and I was pumped up. You know, those already scores came in, and we about to go to a whole nother level. So congratulations on Principal Stanbrook. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Hopefully, I got some of your staff members on here, but I told you I was going to give you a big shout out. Lawrence staff is going to the next level. That's in Tucson, Arizona. So I'm in Tucson. I'm in Texas. I'm just going all around the world. I am spreading the gospel. We call it the gospel. The gospel on how we're going to raise student achievement. I don't care if you are a rural school, inner city. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're doing. I'm a firm believer in student achievement will go to the next level. So that's why I'm doing the work. A couple of other things is that um, make sure you subscribe to all of my YouTube information, Facebook, things of that nature. I'm putting things up on social media that will bless you as an educator. This morning, I put a post up regarding my daily schedule as a how to spend 70% of your time during the day in the classroom, engage with teachers and students and things of that nature. So make sure you check out my Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn post. I put that up this morning and just a lot of good content. So make sure you look at it. I don't have no excuses. No excuses why this year will not be the best year for you as an educator. So make sure you go up on that. The other thing is that I have to say something. I have to say something. Okay, I have to say something. Make sure you hit that share button. Let's keep on coming in. Is that this Thursday I was kind of disappointed, and you asked the question, well, Herb, why were you disappointed? All of my schools in Michigan, if you're a school in Michigan, our state scores came out. Okay, follow me very closely. The state scores came out in Michigan, and I looked at about 25 and 30 schools, and we have to do better. We have to do better. There's no reason why the Fantastic Four, we've been doing this for many years. We're giving out free information. This is free. This is free. And in some of the schools, you know you're supposed to be bringing some of us into your school to help transform student achievement. There is no way possible. And I'm going to say this again. Some of the schools, you know who you are. Third grade, 2% efficiency in math. Eighth grade, 3% in ELA. That should not be. Our kids are smart. So I'm just listen. When I saw that, I said, I wish that I could have every school in Michigan, every principal in Michigan should be on the Fantastic Four podcast. Yes, it really hurt me because we can increase student achievement all around the world. I'm talking to my schools in Michigan because it came out this Thursday. And it should not be like this. It should not be. So that's why I'm passionate about the work that I'm doing. If you are a school, if you are a student and you know your student achievement is not where it needs to be at, you know you gotta increase those test scores and things of that nature. Your iReady, your NWA, you need to be tuning in. It should not be like this. I said this last year this time. I said schools, I do not want to see your school at 2%, 5%, 8%. How is that? How is that? That's a different PD for a different day. But I was very what's the word for it? Disappointed because the resources are there and we should not have that. The other thing is that also other schools all around the world, your scores are in, so you need to go to school.com. I was looking at schools from different states, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, or Arizona. Your scores are in, so make sure you go to school.com. They're ranking your school. Ranking your school. So if there's 5,000 elementary schools in Texas, I'm just making that number up, they're ranking them based on your state score. So go on there and see where you rank. I saw some schools that I'm working with. Some schools I'm working with, they went up and they improved 150 schools from their state. So that means that their scores were so good, they increased 150 schools. Some of them did 80 schools. So check it out. Go on schooldigger.com so you can see. You are a principal. You must know this like the back of your hand. You can see where you rank at. You can see your scores. You can see how you compare to other schools in a 10 and 15-mile radius. So I'm giving you that information as you speak. Make sure you go on there. Make sure you go on there, okay? All right, so that's enough of my housekeeping notes. So let's go and get started. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you bring a friend. You still got time. I need you to get pencil and paper because you know how I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna educate. We're gonna go to the next level. The topic is called "How to Keep the Main Thing in Education as a Leader." And the reason why I'm talking about this is because we're starting the school year, beginning the school year. You're going to be bombarded with so many things. Follow me very closely. So many things. But how do you keep the main thing as a school leader? So the first thing you got to do is that you must identify what's the most important thing at my school. You got to identify what is the most important thing at my school. That's the first thing. That's the first thing because when you do that, you'll be able to keep the main thing the main thing. A lot of times we got all these other things, the main thing, the main thing. We'll say the bake sales on Friday. That's the main thing at my school. We'll say pleasing staff members is the main thing. We'll say being the boss of 100 staff members. I'm the boss of 100 folks. I'm walking around. I'm the boss. Walking around the hallways looking important. Principal family, you're gonna really love this. Having a parking space in front of the school that says principal only. That's the park right there. That's the main thing for some principals. That parking space is full. I tell you, you'll get in trouble. Principal family, hey, we've been doing this for many years. Parking space. That's the main thing. You'll have it painted. You'll have everything else to be bad at your school, but as long as that parking space is good, you're happy. What else? You'll be on the radio. Hey, I'm on the radio every 2 weeks. I'm on TV. I'm promoted. Hey, I've never been on TV, so hey, I'm famous. That's my main thing. So, what is the main thing for you as a principal? What is the main thing? All those things. Sometimes principals I'm like, hey, listen. The main thing can be you. You want to be a actor. You want TV. You looking nice. There's nothing wrong with looking nice. But yes, you are an instructional leader. So that parking space should not be the main thing. Bake sales on Friday should not be the main thing. You got to shoot the TV commercial every weekend because you want to go out on Friday and Saturday nights and people seeing you. Oh, that's Principal such and such. No. That cannot be the main thing. That cannot be the main thing. Good morning, Miss Garrett. I have much love for Miss Garrett. Miss Garrett, former principal, doing big things. All these principals on my podcast, we know what that is like. And that's the same thing with me. When I first got that principal position, I was like, my big thing is, listen, I wanted to wear 15 suits. I wanted to wear a different suit and tie every day. I wanted to look sharp. That was my thing. So, principal, first year, I got to look sharp, But after year 3, I still want to look sharp, but that was not my main thing because I'm doing lunch duty and I got me a nice shirt on and my tie. I'm looking at it and I'm opening up ketchup and ketchup all over my tie. So I'm mad because I got ketchup on my tie. Milk falling on my shoes, So, hey, listen, we got to keep the main thing. But the most important thing, write it down, the most important thing, I'm telling you this, the most important thing is student achievement. If you make student achievement the main thing, the most important, if you tell your people, tell your staff that, tell everybody that, student achievement will be the main thing at my school district for everybody, then now you are moving in the right direction. Put it down. Student achievement. And the reason why I'm passionate about that because I saw scores this past Thursday, and I know good and well that student achievement was not the main thing at these schools in Michigan. It came out. It came out. So now, up under student achievement, because we're going to keep the main thing. All right, Hurt, I got you. You said student achievement is the main thing. Yes. Now, up under there is you're going to focus on these things. Now, this is what's going to take place. When you focus on student achievement, that means teacher development will take place at your school. You're going to have a good teacher development. Now we got to increase our teacher pedagogy because student achievement is the main thing. The next thing is that how classrooms are set up. Look at my virtual background. I put that up because how my classrooms are set up, how that looks, things of that nature. How are the classrooms designed to make sure that we are providing the best instructional practices for our students? And Principal Gafele says it all of the time. I take it from my mentor. He says we're not teaching math, but we're teaching Matthew. He says we're not teaching math. We teach math, but we must understand Matthew before we can teach math. And that's part of the classroom setup. Is the classroom culturally responsive to the kids that's coming into your classroom? Oh man, I'm on a roll now. The next thing is that when we keep the main thing we're talking about, the climate and culture of the school will improve because we know that if student achievement is the main thing, we're going to make sure the climate and culture is good. We're going to make sure our PBIS program is on point, or whatever that is, whatever acronym that you use at the school, because you're keeping the main thing. The next thing that's going to take place is the money that you are allocating will be allocated wisely. You're not just spending money just to spend it. You're not getting things just to get it. You're not ordering $90,000 worth of books and things, and they're sitting in a corner collecting dust that I see many schools do. You're using your Title I, Title II, ESSER money wisely to be able to focus on student achievement. Now, consequently, your professional developments that you're bringing in is on point. You're actually focusing on what's going to improve student achievement using your resources better. Man. Yes. I'm gonna stop right there. Tell me if this is sounding good. We're talking about keeping the main thing. Give me some feedback. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing different comments. I'm seeing people saying, "Heard, yes." We're talking about keeping the main thing. Yes. We're talking about keeping it the main thing. The next one. Yes, the next one. The next one is this. Is that, and this is something that we don't talk about. Custodians. When you're talking about student achievement, because your custodian has to play a very important part in what's taking place at your school. Because I said, listen, my kids are not going to come to a dirty, filthy school. That's something that's not going to take place. So I brought my custodian staff too. I said I want floors clean. I want them bathrooms smelling good. Outside, I don't want trash because we're in the community, so people walk by, throw pop bottles out there and paper. Not my kids, but it was just people in the community. Every morning, I want that cleaned up. I want the outside looking good. If there's glass in the parking lot, we sweeping that up. As soon as the kids, the buses, the parents, 800 people coming to, I want my school to be hospital clean. I'm gonna say it again. I want my school to be hospital clean. So based on that, student achievement trickle down to a cleanliness of the school. I wanted my kids to know that they are going to the best clean smelling school in the world. And my custodian, so the same thing that I said student achievement had to be raised at my school, the cleanliness of my building had to be raised. And if you do not believe that, please ask my teachers. Our floors, our bathrooms, outside, that was something that I did not play with. I met with my custodians every 5 minutes. I said, how does the outside look? How does the inside look? I did the tour of my school. And my custodians, you know what? They went to the next level and everybody appreciated it. Why? Because I said that the cleanliness of the school will have a direct impact on student achievement. Yes, this is Ms. Wilson said. Yes, Ms. Wilson. Yes, I agree. You know that principle. Yes, our principles. You know, if you are a principal, how that impacts. You know that. You know that. We know that. We all know that. All know that. So now, follow me very closely. So now, I said the main thing was student achievement. This changed thinking as a leader. This changed now. Currently, I go all around schools. I work with principals, work with leadership teams. I do all that, doing that full time for the last 3 years. But 17 years as a administrator at the high school, middle school, and elementary. So I did the whole gamut. I did the whole gamut. I'm talking from a high school perspective, AP. I'm talking from principal from middle school and elementary. I did for the seat that I was sitting in. It changed my thinking as a leader. So how did it do that? So it changed. So the first thing that it changed, one of the first things that I was focusing on respect rather than popularity. It was very tempting to make decisions that my staff wanted, but I had to know without a shadow of a doubt that this decision was going to lead to student achievement. So I had to stop my third year. Yes, I wanted people to like me, but that popularity threw that out of the window, and I had to focus on what is best for the student. What is best for the students? Is this going to increase student achievement? Not to be popular, but was this going to increase student achievement? And consequently, my teachers respected me. They respected my decisions because they knew that it was coming from a place of increasing student achievement. That's big. Write it down. My teachers respected me. I didn't want to be popular more, but I wanted to be respected because they knew that it came from a place of student achievement. All right. Yes, as I'm coming on Friday. Yes, Dr. Klein, I'm coming on Friday. Next one was this. I changed as a leader and I started to get input from my staff. It wasn't my way or the highway. I started to get input because now it was all about student achievement. So now the input from my staff was totally different because the input from my staff was geared around student achievement. How can we make this school better? So that so it was all about Sean Hurt. So now I'm working collaborative. Now my leadership, now I'm developing a leadership team that is working closely with me. And that input was very important in order for me to move to the next level. For example, I have Miss Stevens. She's on the call now. Miss Stevens, make sure you put it in the chat. She was my assistant principal, but everything that I did came from her and my leadership team. They was giving me input. Yes, I made the final decisions, but we knew that student achievement was the main focus. We knew that we had to increase proficiency. Michigan schools, Texas schools, Florida schools by 10 and 15% the following year. I had to have my reading scores to go from 20% to 33%. That was the goal. I had to have my NWA 1.4 years worth of growth in math and reading. I had to make sure my iReady scores that 65% of my kids made their stretch goals. I had to make sure my report card grade went from a C to an A, from a D to a B. Those was the things that I focused on during student achievement, and they was giving me input. So consequently, they would say, "Hey, Hurt, let's have a data wall in the hallway. Hey, Hurt, let's if I have time, let's have a PBIS room and celebrate student achievement. Hey, Hurt, for lunchtime instead of the kids are in lunch for 30 minutes. Okay, the last 10 minutes, let's take that for a learning activity. Let's have some learning games while the kids are eating. Let's play something on YouTube or whatever so they can see it. Let's engage our school in a different way." The other thing that they did, and I thank you for Principal Gafele, on Fridays from 2:30 to 3 o'clock, I would have the boys, and we would, and Principal Gafele had the YouTube thing when he was having messages to the boys. He had about 200, 300 of them every Friday before they would leave out. I would sit down with them and we would watch it and talk about what they saw, the message to the boys. So these things, it wasn't just about me, but my team brought it to me, and I just helped facilitate that. I just helped facilitate that. The next thing that it helped me, okay, I got so many notes. Okay, say when I got 5 more minutes, is that um, my meetings matter. So now how I student achievement. So I didn't meet just to meet. Someone said, yes, we meet all the time. So my meetings, so when we met throughout the week, it was about student achievement. We didn't talk about all these other things. I listen, I know having a bake sale on Friday is very important to a lot of people. Having a cupcake drive on Wednesday, having a popcorn party on Tuesday, whatever that is, nothing wrong. But my meeting was about student achievement. I wanted you to bring the data to the table, and we talked about our short cycle assessment. We talked about these 10 standards, how many kids are mastery on those standards. We talked about how to engage kids. We brought the data to the table that we had on Friday, and we looked at it and we said, how does this data link to our district and state assessment? That's what we met about. And my teachers level, we kept the main thing, 185 days out of the year, starting the first day of school. It was about student achievement. You cannot leave, you cannot walk in my school, you cannot go into the classroom without you understanding that we are about student achievement. Now it manifested to other things. So yes, we had contests to say, all right, the grade level that had the highest NWA scores in September will go on a field trip. Yes, yes, the highest student or the most growth or whatever. So these things took place, but we use student achievement as the motivating factor to have all of this fun stuff. Yes, well, I got somebody from Trinidad. Yes, yes. So that's what we did. That is exactly what we did. Once again, we do not have to wait. This is the beginning of the year. Make sure that what I'm saying, you just write it down. You don't have to be the school that has low academic achievement. Make the main thing as a school leader. What is the main thing? It is student achievement. Yes. Yes, Miss Lynn. My good friend Miss Lynn out of Florida, she does a big yes, yes, yes. That's why Ms. Lynn's school, the last 3, 4 years I worked at her school, that's why her NWA scores are always good. That's why she's moving in the right direction. because we have a principal on here that's keeping the main thing the main thing. I got many principals that's keeping the main thing the main thing. The next one, I got 2 more minutes. Okay, let me go with that. Let me go with this last one. I was able to provide regular and constructive feedback to my staff. How was I able to do that? I spent 70% of my time in the classroom or engaged with students. I put it on my Facebook page this morning, my schedule. I want everybody on here, go on my Facebook page, look at my schedule from 7:30 to 3:30. Why was that important? Because now I'm working in collaboration with my teachers. Now I know what they're feeling. Now I can help them out. Now, as we're having our we call it think tank meetings, as we're think tanking, I'm gonna say this again, think tanking, that means we're bringing all of our ideas to the table. Now we're working hand in hand because at the end of the day, I didn't have to have my teachers tell me what they needed. I knew what they needed because I was watching them. I was supporting them. This is look at my background. These are my students. I'm in the classroom watching engagement. I'm in the classroom looking at it. This is my background. This is what I was doing. So now I can provide feedback, not criticism, not saying you did it wrong. Feedback allows you to get better. Feedback takes you to the next level. That's why I'm so adamant about schools. You got to bring me in. You got to have me sit down with you so we can look at how you're doing these things. So I can give you feedback, and feedback will take it to the next level. Take it to the next level. So I'm gonna stop right there. I'm over my time. I want everybody to make sure you go to Create and Educate. Oh, this was good. I'm gonna do a part 2 next week because I still got my notes. But thank you. If you need me to come in and support your school, hey, please make sure you come in. Make sure you inbox me. I will be there for you. Other thing is that I'm gonna be in Texas, Miss Klein. I cannot wait. I got your data this whole weekend. I got my PowerPoints. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So thank you. Let's have a good week. Happy holidays to everybody. Let's go to next level. Make sure you go on my Facebook page, YouTube page. Subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. You can watch. You can have this as a staff meeting. Bring me into your staff meeting, and you can hear this right here. So thank you. Let's have a good day. I'll see you over at Create and Educate.